Did you know that some of Hollywood's most beloved black actors passed away in 2024, but their deaths barely made the news? While the world moved on, their legacies remain, shaping the industry in ways many never fully realized. From James Earl Jones, who overcame a severe stutter to become the iconic voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa, to Louis Gossett Jr., who made history as the first black man to win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, these stars broke barriers and changed the industry forever. In this video, we're honoring 10 black actors who tragically passed away in 2024, icons whose stories deserve to be remembered. Number 1. Joe Bryant. Joe Bryant, born on October 19, 1954, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was more than just an NBA player. He was a trailblazer, a coach, and most notably, the father of basketball icon Kobe Bryant. Basketball was a passion for Joe from an early age. He sharpened his skills at John Bartram High School before making a name for himself at LaSalle University. At 6 feet 9 inches, his versatility allowed him to play both forward and center, making him a valuable asset on the court. In 1975, Joe was drafted 14th overall by the Golden State Warriors, but his NBA journey truly began when he joined the Philadelphia 76ers. Over the next 8 seasons, he played for the San Diego Clippers and Houston Rockets, earning respect as a hard-working and dependable role player. In 1983, Joe took his talents overseas, embracing a new chapter in Italy's professional basketball league. His time there not only extended his career, but also shaped his family's future, especially his young son, Kobe, who fell in love with the game while growing up in Italy. Those years abroad would leave a lasting imprint, influencing Kobe's legendary career and love for basketball. After hanging up his jersey, Joe Bryant seamlessly transitioned into coaching, bringing his passion and expertise to the sidelines. He started in Italy before making his way back to the U.S., where he coached in various leagues, including the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks. His coaching career also took him overseas to places like Japan and Thailand, where he helped grow the game on a global scale. Wherever he went, Joe's deep basketball knowledge and love for the sport earned him respect. But perhaps his most lasting impact was on his son, Kobe. From an early age, Joe instilled in him the fundamentals of the game, a relentless work ethic, and the mindset of a champion. He wasn't just a father, he was Kobe's first mentor, shaping the foundation of a legendary career. Beyond basketball, Joe's influence ran deep in the Bryant family. Kobe often credited his father for molding him not just as a player, but as a person, teaching him discipline, resilience, and an unwavering love for the game. Joe Bryant's influence extended far beyond his own playing and coaching career. He was the foundation on which Kobe built his legendary success. More than just a father, he was a mentor, instilling the values of discipline, perseverance, and love for the game that would inspire millions around the world. His quiet but powerful role in Kobe's rise only added to his own legacy, proving that the greatest impact isn't always in the spotlight, but in the lessons passed down. On July 15, 2024, Joe Bryant passed away at the age of 69. While the official cause was not disclosed, the Philadelphia Inquirer reported that he had recently suffered a major stroke. Though his passing may not have made major headlines, those who knew his story understood the depth of his influence on basketball, on his family, and on generations of players who followed. Number 2. Erica Ashe. Erica Ashe was more than just an actress. She was a dynamic talent who lit up every stage and screen she touched. A singer, comedian, and model, she carved out a unique space in entertainment, blending humor, charm, and undeniable presence. Born on September 19, 1977 in Florida, Erica didn't initially set out for Hollywood. She had plans to become a doctor, but a trip to Japan changed everything. Inspired by the opportunities she found overseas, she pivoted to modeling and singing, unknowingly setting herself on a path toward a thriving career in entertainment. Her big break came on MAD-TV, where her sharp comedic timing and ability to transform into wildly different characters made her a fan favorite. That success opened doors to bigger roles, including Tyler Perry's The Big Happy Family and the Starz series Survivor's Remorse, where she played Mary Charles M. Chuck Calloway. Her performance was praised for its depth, proving she was just as skilled in drama as she was in comedy. From Scary Movie 5 to Uncle Drew, Erica continued to make her mark, building a legacy as a versatile and beloved performer. But Erica Ash's impact went far beyond the characters she played. As a black woman in Hollywood, she used her platform to challenge stereotypes and push for better representation. She brought complex, empowered women to life on screen, proving that black actresses deserve to be seen in leading roles, not just as side characters or cliches. For Erica, entertainment wasn't just about making people laugh or delivering powerful performances. It was about breaking barriers, amplifying voices, and inspiring the next generation. Off-screen, she was just as passionate. She advocated for health, education, and racial justice, using her influence to spark real change. Whether through her activism or her unwavering commitment to uplifting others, she left a lasting mark on those who followed her journey. Tragically, Erica Ash passed away in July 2024 at the age of 46 after a battle with cancer. Her loss was deeply felt, but her legacy lives on. Through her work, her advocacy, and the inspiration she provided to so many, Erica's influence will continue to shine for years to come. Number 3. Sheila Jackson Lee. Sheila Jackson Lee was a force in American politics, serving as the U.S. representative for Texas's 18th congressional district for nearly 3 decades. Born on January 12, 1950 in Queens, New York, she was raised in a family that valued education and public service. After earning her degree from Yale University in 1972, she went on to study law at the University of Virginia, setting the stage for a lifelong career in advocacy and leadership. Before heading to Congress, Sheila made her mark as a municipal judge and later as a member of the Houston City Council, where she built a reputation for her bold stance on civil rights, health care, and education. In Washington, she became one of the most outspoken and influential voices in Congress, serving on the House Judiciary and Homeland Security Committees. Throughout her career, she championed causes like voting rights, immigration reform, and criminal justice, cementing her legacy as a relentless advocate for the people. Sheila Jackson Lee was a fierce advocate for health care reform, championing the Affordable Care Act and fighting to expand access to affordable medical care. Women's rights, criminal justice reform, and the fight against gun violence were central to her work as she pushed for policies that protected and uplifted marginalized communities. She dedicated herself to tackling issues like domestic violence and mental health, always prioritizing the needs of the underserved. Her relentless commitment made a lasting impact. Throughout her career, she was a powerful voice for equality, standing up for vulnerable communities, especially African Americans, by addressing disparities in healthcare, education, and the criminal justice system. One of her most defining efforts was her unwavering fight for voting rights, including her push to restore key protections in the Voting Rights Act, ensuring every citizen had a fair say in democracy. Sheila Jackson Lee was also a crucial force in disaster relief, helping secure federal aid for Houston in the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey in 2017. Her leadership brought much-needed resources to the city, ensuring communities could rebuild and recover. In July 2024, while still serving in office, she passed away at the age of 74 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. Her passing marked the end of an era in Texas politics, but her impact lives on. The causes she fought for, the people she uplifted, and the change she championed will never be forgotten. Sheila Jackson Lee wasn't just a politician. She was a tireless advocate for justice and equality, leaving behind a legacy that will inspire generations to come. Number 4. Willie Mays. Willie Mays, born on May 6, 1931, in Westfield, Alabama, wasn't just a baseball great. He was an American icon. Baseball was in his blood. His father was a semi-pro player, and from a young age, Mays seemed destined for the game. He excelled in both baseball and football during high school, but it was clear early on that baseball would be his true calling. At just 16, he signed with the New York Giants minor league system, setting the stage for one of the most legendary careers in Major League Baseball history. Mays made his MLB debut in 1951 with the New York Giants, and it didn't take long for him to prove he was something special. That season, he earned National League Rookie of the Year honors and helped lead the Giants to a World Series victory in 1954. That championship run produced one of the most iconic moments in sports history: Mays' over-the-shoulder catch in Game 1, now simply known as the catch. His career spanned an incredible 22 years, most of them with the Giants, who relocated to San Francisco in 1958. He later finished his career with the New York Mets, leaving behind a legacy that would forever shape the game. Willie Mays' impact on baseball is unmatched. His numbers alone tell the story of a career built on brilliance: 660 home runs, securing his place among the game's all-time greats, 3,283 hits, and 1,903 RBIs, a testament to his consistency at the plate, a .302 career batting average, proving his skill as a hitter, 12 Gold Gloves, solidifying his reputation as one of the best defensive center fielders in history, 338 stolen bases, showcasing his remarkable speed, 24 All-Star selections, a reflection of his sustained excellence, 2 National League MVP awards, 1954, 1965, cementing his dominance over 2 decades. Few players have ever matched his combination of power, speed, defense, and pure baseball instincts. He wasn't just great. He was one of the most complete players to ever take the field. In 1979, Mays was enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame, an honor that felt inevitable given his extraordinary career. But his influence stretched far beyond the game. As one of the most prominent black athletes during a time of deep racial divisions in America, Mays played a crucial role in breaking down barriers for future generations. His grace, excellence, and sportsmanship, both on and off the field, made him a role model not just for athletes, but for people of all backgrounds. He carried himself with dignity, proving that greatness wasn't just about statistics, but also about character. Beyond baseball, Mays dedicated himself to giving back. He championed youth sports programs, supported education initiatives, and worked with numerous charitable organizations. His commitment to uplifting others ensured that his legacy was about more than just what he accomplished on the diamond. On June 18, 2024, Willie Mays passed away at the age of 93 due to heart failure at a care home in Palo Alto, California. Just a day before his death, he released his final public statement, explaining his decision to remain in California rather than attend the MLB game at Rickwood Field between the Giants and Cardinals. His passing marked the end of an era, but his legacy remains alive in every highlight reel, every young player who dreams of making a leaping catch, and every fan who remembers the magic he brought to the game. Throughout his life, Mays was celebrated not only for his athletic achievements, but also for his impact on society. In 2015, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, one of the highest civilian honors in the United States, recognizing both his contributions to baseball and his influence beyond the sport. Even in retirement, Mays remained one of the most respected and beloved figures in American sports. His legacy is one of excellence, resilience, and inspiration. A reminder that true greatness isn't just about what happens on the field, but about the lives touched along the way. Willie Mays will forever be remembered as a legend, not just for the game he played, but for the way he changed it. Number 5. Abdul Fakir. Abdul Duke Fakir, born on December 26, 1935 in Detroit, Michigan, was a trailblazer in American music. As one of the founding members of the legendary Motown group The Four Tops, he helped define the sound of an era and left an indelible mark on the industry. Growing up in a multicultural family with Ethiopian and Bangladeshi heritage, Fakir faced his share of challenges, but music quickly became his sanctuary. His passion for singing took shape in high school, where he met Levi Stubbs, Ronaldo Obi Benson, and Lawrence Payton. The four bonded over their love of music and formed a group initially known as the Four Aims. In 1963, their journey took a pivotal turn when they signed with Motown Records. Rebranded as the Four Tops, they became one of the defining acts of the Motown era. As the group's first tenor, Fakir's smooth and soaring voice played a crucial role in shaping their signature sound. With a seamless blend of soul, R&B, and pop, the Four Tops delivered some of the most memorable hits of the 1960s. Songs like I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch, Reach Out, I'll Be There, and Baby I Need Your Loving became anthems of the time, earning them a permanent place in music history. Fakir's stage presence and emotive vocals helped make the Four Tops one of the most successful and enduring groups of their generation. The Four Tops were more than just a chart-topping group. They were a symbol of unity and resilience during an era of racial segregation and social unrest in the United States. Their music crossed racial and cultural boundaries, bringing people together at a time when division was the norm. Abdul Duke Fakir, known for his humility and unwavering dedication, used his platform to speak out against racial injustice and support civil rights causes. In a time when music and activism were deeply intertwined, the Four Tops' work became more than entertainment. It became a force for change, offering hope and bridging divides during the civil rights movement. As the last surviving original member of the Four Tops, Fakir carried the group's legacy well into his 80s, continuing to perform and share their timeless music with new generations. His contributions to both music and society were immeasurable, a testament to his passion and perseverance. On July 22, 2024, Fakir passed away at the age of 88 at his home in Detroit due to heart failure. Though he is no longer here, his voice, his commitment to justice, and the impact of his music will live on forever, ensuring that his legacy remains as powerful as the songs that made the Four Tops legendary. Number 6. Bill Cobbs. Bill Cobbs, born William Francis Cobbs on June 16, 1934, in Cleveland, Ohio, was a cherished American actor whose career spanned more than 4 decades. Raised in a working-class family, Cobbs served in the U.S. Air Force before discovering his passion for acting. Before stepping into the world of entertainment, he worked as a car salesman and office employee, but his love for the craft eventually led him to New York City in the 1970s, where he began performing in theater. It wasn't long before his talent caught the attention of Hollywood. With his commanding presence and distinctive voice, Cobbs became known for bringing depth and authenticity to every role he played. Over the years, he built an impressive career, appearing in more than 190 film and television projects. Among his most memorable film roles were The Hudsucker Proxy, 1994, Demolition Man, 1993, and Night at the Museum, 2006, where he portrayed a wise and seasoned night guard alongside Ben Stiller. On television, he brought unforgettable characters to life in series like The Michael Richards Show, The Sopranos, and The West Wing. Cobbs' versatility allowed him to seamlessly move between comedic and dramatic roles, often portraying figures of authority, wisdom, or quiet strength. Whether as a mentor, a guide, or a man of deep complexity, he left a lasting mark on audiences with his performances. But Bill Cobbs' influence reached far beyond his acting career. In an industry that often overlooked black actors or confined them to one-dimensional roles, Cobbs became a symbol of dignity and representation. At a time when opportunities were scarce, he carved out a path by portraying characters with depth, wisdom, and authenticity. His work not only challenged stereotypes, but also helped pave the way for future generations of black actors. His quiet strength, professionalism, and commitment to his craft made him a respected figure in Hollywood. Beyond the screen, he was admired for his humility and dedication, earning the love and respect of both his peers and audiences. On June 25, 2024, Cobbs passed away at his home in Upland, California, at the age of 90. His passing marked the loss of a true Hollywood veteran, but his legacy lives on in the unforgettable characters he brought to life and the doors he helped open for those who followed. Bill Cobbs was more than an actor. He was a trailblazer whose impact on film and television will continue to inspire for generations to come. Number 7. James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones, the legendary actor whose deep, commanding voice became one of the most recognizable in film history, passed away on September 9, 2024, at the age of 93. His unmistakable baritone brought to life some of cinema's most iconic characters, from the menacing Darth Vader in Star Wars to the wise and noble Mufasa in The Lion King. His performances resonated across generations, captivating audiences young and old with the strength and emotion he infused into every role. But Jones's journey to becoming a revered actor was not without its challenges. As a child, he struggled with a severe stutter that left him nearly mute for years. It was only through the guidance of a dedicated teacher that he overcame this obstacle, transforming his voice into the powerful instrument that would define his career. His talent was undeniable, earning him the rare distinction of EGOT status, winning Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. He received 2 Tony Awards for Best Actor for his unforgettable performances in The Great White Hope and Fences, further cementing his place among the greatest stage actors of all time. Beyond his voice work, Jones graced the screen in classic films such as Field of Dreams, Coming to America, and The Sandlot, leaving a lasting impression with his warmth and wisdom. His stage performances were equally acclaimed, with standout roles in Fences and On Golden Pond. Despite his immense success, he remained humble, often describing himself as a journeyman actor, always striving to grow in his craft. In addition to his contributions to film and theater, Jones was open about his battle with type 2 diabetes, a diagnosis he received later in life after a chance incident at the gym. He managed the condition through medication and lifestyle changes, even giving up his beloved strawberry shortcake. He became a vocal advocate for diabetes awareness, particularly within the black community, stressing the importance of early screening and management. For James Earl Jones, diabetes was yet another challenge he faced with the same resilience that defined his career. Though he is no longer with us, his powerful voice, extraordinary talent, and unwavering determination will continue to inspire generations to come. Number 8. Louis Gossett Jr. Louis Gossett Jr., the trailblazing actor who made history in Hollywood, passed away on March 29, 2024, at the age of 87. His career was filled with groundbreaking achievements, but behind the scenes, he also endured years of intense health struggles. Best known for his Oscar-winning performance as Gunnery Sergeant Emil Foley in An Officer and a Gentleman, Gossett became the first black man to win an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. His victory was more than a personal triumph. It was a cultural milestone that inspired generations of black actors and solidified his legacy in the film industry. Despite his professional success, Gossett faced a series of serious health battles that were largely unknown to the public. In the 1990s, he began experiencing unexplained symptoms, leaving doctors baffled. At one point, some even predicted he had only 6 months to live. Refusing to accept defeat, He continued searching for answers and eventually discovered that his Malibu home was filled with toxic mold, which had been slowly deteriorating his health. Once the source was identified, he was able to take steps toward recovery. Then, in 2010, another challenge arose when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Fortunately, it was caught early, and with his characteristic resilience, he tackled the disease head-on, determined to beat it. In late 2020, during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, Gossett faced yet another health crisis when he was hospitalized in Georgia after contracting the virus. The illness had already taken countless lives worldwide, but once again, he fought through and survived. By his late 80s, however, years of battling various health conditions had taken their toll. He was diagnosed with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, a progressive lung disease that made breathing increasingly difficult. On top of that, he suffered from heart complications, including heart failure and atrial fibrillation, which further weakened him. In the end, after a lifetime of perseverance, Gossett passed away at a rehabilitation center in Santa Monica, California, where he had been receiving care. Though his body finally succumbed to illness, his legacy of strength, resilience, and trailblazing achievements will live on, inspiring generations to come. Number 9. John Amos. John Amos, the talented actor known for his powerful roles in Good Times and Roots, passed away on August 21, 2024, at the age of 84. He died in a hospital in Englewood, California from congestive heart failure. However, news of his passing wasn't made public until October 1st, when his son, Kelly Christopher Amos, officially announced it. This delay caused considerable confusion and pain for his family, particularly his daughter, Shannon Amos, who learned about her father's death through media reports rather than directly from her family. Shannon expressed her shock and sadness in a heartfelt Instagram post, saying she was without words. She shared that her family was devastated by the news and left with many questions about why it took nearly 6 weeks for them to learn about his passing along with the rest of the world. It was a difficult time for them, filled with grief and confusion as they tried to process both his death and the circumstances surrounding how they learned about it. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office later confirmed that the official cause of death was congestive heart failure, a common cause of death, especially among older adults in the U.S. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, notes that millions of Americans struggle with heart failure each year, and sadly, John Amos was one of them. Amos had a remarkable career that left a huge impact on television and film, particularly in representing Black families and experiences with authenticity and depth. He first gained attention as Gordie Howard, a weatherman on the Mary Tyler Moore Show in the early 70s. But it was his role as James Evans Sr., the strong and hard-working father on the popular sitcom Good Times, that truly made him a household name. Airing from 1974 to 1979, Good Times was one of the first shows to depict a Black family with honesty and realism, showing both their struggles and their love for each other. Amos brought a lot of heart and strength to his role, portraying a father who deeply cared for his family. However, his time on Good Times wasn't without challenges. Amos was dedicated to authentic representation and often clashed with the show's writers over how Black characters were depicted. He felt that some storylines leaned into stereotypes, which didn't sit right with him. His commitment to integrity eventually led to his departure from the show, but it also highlighted his dedication to presenting positive and real portrayals of Black families on television. Number 10. Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers, the legendary actor best known for his role as Apollo Creed in the Rocky series, passed away on February 10, 2024, at the age of 76. His death was attributed to atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, a condition he had battled for years. According to his death certificate, Weathers died peacefully at his home in Venice, California, at 12:18 a.m., with his son, Matthew Weathers, notifying authorities. Following his cremation, his family chose to keep his ashes at home, honoring his memory in a deeply personal way. Before he became an actor, Weathers was a professional football player in the NFL, playing in the early 1970s before transitioning to Hollywood. His breakthrough role came in 1976 when he starred as Apollo Creed in Rocky, opposite Sylvester Stallone. His portrayal of the charismatic and fearless boxing champion made him a household name, and he reprised the role in several Rocky sequels. The dynamic between Apollo and Rocky evolved from fierce rivalry to deep friendship, becoming one of the most iconic relationships in sports cinema. Stallone was among the many who paid tribute to Weathers, sharing a heartfelt message on Instagram in which he called him a legend and credited him with changing his life for the better. Beyond Rocky, Weathers continued to make his mark in Hollywood. He starred in the 1987 action classic Predator, sharing the screen with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and went on to build a diverse career spanning over 4 decades. His work ranged from dramas to comedies, and he remained a fixture in pop culture. For a new generation of fans, he became known as Greef Karga in The Mandalorian, a role that earned him an Emmy nomination in 2021. He also lent his voice to Toy Story 4 and delighted audiences by playing a fictionalized version of himself in the comedy Arrested Development. Weathers' legacy extends far beyond his roles. He was a force of nature on screen, an inspiration to many, and a talent who left an unforgettable mark on the worlds of film and television. The loss of these 10 incredible actors in 2024 is deeply felt, but their legacies live on through the unforgettable performances and impact they left behind. Each of them broke barriers, inspired audiences, and shaped the entertainment industry in their own way. Which of these actors' stories resonated with you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed learning about their lives and legacies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned for more stories celebrating the talent and influence of legendary Black entertainers.